Welcome to our debate for this afternoon. We have the students from grade 9 and grade 10. For this afternoon's moderator, we have Mr. Marvin Batika. I shall now have to give the floor to him to introduce the speakers from different sides, the affirmative and the negative side. Thank you. Please welcome Mr. Marvin Batika.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Marvin D. Batika, the moderator for this intellectual argument. Our topic is all about physical education should not be included in the school curriculum. The first speaker for the affirmative side is Narcel Joyce Loria. The second is Abilo Bukong. And the third speaker is Jenna Green Bumato. For the rebuttals, we have Jasper Iquid, Rena Ara Miranda, and Ursula Mamana. For the negative side, we have Lorgen S. Liana as the first speaker, Brittany C. Rojas as the second speaker, Marian Pilvis Sabuero as the third speaker. For the rebuttals, we have Neil Aaron S. Ortiz, Miss Jam C. Ipario, and Filmar Gens Umbre. Now, let's hear the first speaker from the affirmative side.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A spectacular, shiny, shimmering afternoon to you, my opponents. To the judges, ma'am, sir, good afternoon. And we are the affirmative side, and I am the speaker of the affirmative side, and my name is Narcel Joyce Loria, and the statement is, physical education should be included in school. So for me, should not be included in school. So for me, physical education should not be implemented here in school. We should consider such hindrance for those students who can't able to join PE activities in the school. If their religion do not allow members to join PE, how will they fight their rights through this statement? How will they refuse in exchange for their grades? If they were too faithful to their religion, ladies and gentlemen, I oppose to implement PE activities in the school. Consider.
The first speaker from the negative side.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I stand for physical education should be required or mandatory in the school curriculum. Physical education is a course which utilizes learning in cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains in a play or movement exploration setting. Physical education has a major role in the development of the young people. It makes an important or significant contribution to all-round harmonious development. Physical education aims to develop physical competence and knowledge. It has the ability to use this to perform in a wide range of activity associated with an active and healthy lifestyle. These, together with the nurture and positive values and attitudes in PE, provides a good foundation for students' lifelong and life-wide learning. That's why physical education should be mandatory, because it is an essential part of growing. Without physical education, in school students would have trouble learning about other things such as math or science, because physical education can stimulate the minds of the young. Because according to the Central Disease Control and Prevention, physical education classes increase test scores and students' focus. And according to Mayo Clinic, physical activity also provides an excellent source of stress relief, something that a student could definitely use.
Second speaker from the affirmative side.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Abilu Marie Durante Gopong as the second speaker of affirmative side. For me, physical activities should not be included here in school. There are students who cannot join such physical activities because of their health state. Physical activities like dancing can trigger disease like asthma. Because of this, those students who suffer diseases will pull themselves away to avoid involving to this. As an effect, they will think that they were not longer part of their class or their group, that everyone leaving them behind because they were not involved. In other words, he or she may degrade he or himself, or it may cause psychological problems. The worst thing is that there are possibilities that they will not longer attend the school.
Second speaker, negative side.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm the second speaker of the opposition side. Physical education should be required in the school's curriculum because according to the Bright Hope Education website, healthy exercises helps prevent obesity and other serious illnesses such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and osteoporosis. The classes help students burn calories, exercise muscles, reduce stress levels, and improve their psychological and physical health. Regular physical activity is one of the most important things you can do for your health. If you're not sure about becoming active or boosting your level of physical activity because you're afraid of getting hurt, the good news is that moderate intensity aerobic activity like brisk walking is generally safe for most people. If you have a chronic health condition such as asthma, diabetes, or heart disease, you can talk with your doctor to find out if your condition limits in any way your ability to be active. Then, work with your doctor to come up with a physical plan that matches your abilities. If your condition stops you from meeting the minimum guidelines, try to do as much as you can.
Third speaker from the affirmative side.
Good afternoon, everyone. Physical activities should not be included in school. When we think of school, we think of education. When we think of education, we think of knowledge. When we think of knowledge, we think of mathematics and science and literature and music and art. Never do the ideas of running and sweating come to mind when we're thinking about education. One reason is that if a kid doesn't want to do anything, he's not going to do it. As Jenny would once said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. Thank you.
Third speaker from negative side.
So, good afternoon. I'm the third speaker of the opposition. So, physical education should be mandatory in schools because the importance of being fit is really undeniable. And even more in this arena, crowded with many people and appliances. Proper physical exercise gives us vitality and efficiency. The sluggy lifestyle and heavy diet of today's school children only encourage to build up the toxins of body. The at least simple jogging produces the reward pathway chemical in our human brain. That means the physical exercise keeps us stress-free. A research shows that children with physical activity show, number 1, mental alertness. Number 2 is vital capacity. Number 3 is stress-free. Number 4, good interaction. And the most important of all is that student shows good academic performance. So overall, it refreshes the IQ of a child. A physical exercise develops the quality of leadership, liveliness,
9 minutes
endurance
and
of physical
36,
exerts,
7,
social
38,
behavior,
39,
and being
40.
practical. That's all.
Now, let the battles begin. From the affirmative side.
Word from the chairman.
Mr. Moderator, I was thinking before this debate started, what kind of debate are you applying, are you using? What kind of debate is this?
Intellectual argument.
Intellectual argument.
Intellectual argument.
Intellectual argument. Well, argumentation is different from a debate.
Yes. Not all forms of debate are argumentations.
This is formal. This is formal, a proper place, proper time. So this is a debate. Okay? And in a debate, there is a constructed speech or constructed speeches of our speakers, and after which are interpolations. Interpolations are asking questions, both sides.
Interrupting
Yeah.
questions.
And the rebuttal follows lastly. So are we going to rebut immediately without interpolation?
Supposedly, if you are using the parliamentary form of debate, after the first speaker on the affirmative side, the speaker from the opposition side should give the interpolation or the question, and the rebuttal will be on the last
after the
part.
interpolation. Last part. Okay, so let it be. So the rebuttal.
Ang galing pa naman sa ano.
Oh yeah, I like the speeches.
What the position is good. Speeches.
Okay, the rebuttal begin.
Okay, let the rebuttal begin.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I just want a clarification of what the speaker number 3 said earlier. She said that physical exercise will set us stress-free. Yes, that was absolutely right. But my question is solving mathematics and science problems can exercise our mind and put away from stress?
My gosh. Pilin. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Good morning, everyone. I am here on behalf of. Good afternoon, brother. I am here in behalf of the rebuttal of the opposition. So the question from the other side is solving math and science problems
Ay, panggahit.
does not exercise your brain. Is that it?
Does not make
So-
use.
So math and science problems stress your brain. Is that your question?
I don't know. I have an issue.
So if that's your question, physical activity or physical education like yoga will let your stress out. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Ortiz, you said that yoga are the example of physical exercise that will set you away from stress, right? So therefore, I have a question for you. What are the scientific basis of the yoga that it can be set you away from stress?
It circulates your blood throughout your body and through your brain.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Good afternoon, everyone. You have said earlier that
obesity? Maybe. But I wouldn't blame that on lack of activity. I would blame that on supersized sodas and family-sized bags of chips and fast food restaurants on every corner. And besides, in order to be able to improve your fitness, you need a month or a year to be engaged in a physical activity, not just a week.
I'm here with the opposition. So, therefore, they're saying that families are the problems. Family-sized chips. Therefore, PE can help you. At least you can exercise for about
5 minutes.
30 to 60 minutes a day. That is enough to lower your weight gain.
So, what you said that it will help us to to lesser gain weight, to less gain weight. But what if even you yourself cannot discipline that if you want to be fit, you have to be engaged in physical activities. But also, to found this argument, and the issue of MSNBC also analyzes a major study of physical education program conducted by Cornell University to study based on information from 37 high school students. Responses to surveys from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention reveals that most students do not believe that PE or physical education is having an effectiveness. So therefore, we should focus on academic.
PE increases your mind's capability to perform well in school. You can learn more with PE because it stimulates your mind. According to Dr. Tom McKenzie, PhD, University of San Diego, that exercise for about 60 minutes a day can stimulate your mind. And you can store more knowledge if you exercise.
Oh my gosh.
So good afternoon. So you said that having exercise can store more knowledge. So what is the purpose of academic subjects, just like mathematics, math, when you already store more knowledge when you exercise? So you say that all students will exercise so that they will store more knowledge?
We did not say that if you exercise, you store knowledge. We said that if you exercise, you can store more knowledge, or you can put more knowledge into your mind. That's what we said. Not that if you do PE, you can learn math. We did not say that. We said that if you do PE, it can stimulate your mind. That if you learn math, you can get it somehow easier than without PE. That's what you said. Thank you.
But my question is, what kind of knowledge you can store in PE or physical education? Good afternoon. We did not say that you can literally store knowledge. PE will help store knowledge in your mind. PE will help you store. We did not say that you cannot literally store knowledge, then it will help, PE will help store more knowledge. I think my question a while ago is what kind of knowledge? What kind of knowledge that PE can help or you can restore in PE for doing activities?
So I think we are out of the topic, so let's proceed to another point of view. Okay, so the statement was physical activities should not be required in school. So for me, it should not be. Because there are actually kids not there who care about learning and couldn't care about sports. So therefore, let us be optional and practical. Besides from physical activities, why we need to focus in our academic? Because in academic there is knowledge, and in knowledge there is excellence, and in excellence there is a good and brighter and smoother future for us. In fact, we are in school in order to learn and gain knowledge. Because I believe that education is also a wealth. It is a wealth that is and also a treasure that can't be stolen by anyone. Thank you.
In addition to that, global competitors never focus on PE activities, but intellectually on academic status. And also, in our time, our government trying to improve school children academically. So why should physical activities should be in the curriculum? What if a student wants to be a scientist? Is she really necessary to attend or attending physical education, is PE connected to that or to being a scientist rather?
My God, Bernardito. Go, Nick. Ayun. Ay, uy, yeah, may suko siya. Suko
Jasper mentioned earlier about academic is important, but how about those students that are struggling in class? It's not because they're underachievers or they are not smart. It's because we're working against them. The longer children and teens are forced to sit and grow roots in their chairs, the harder it will be for them to bloom.
So you're saying that there's students struggling in class. So do you think PE activity is the solution about their struggle about that, or in the academic side? We go to school because of our academic tracks or for what specialization rather. So I think that difficult. I think if you will have the eagerness to learn or to conquer your struggle, I think you can do that.
You said that we go to school because of our specialization. Okay. Here in our school, we have two programs, the regulars and the SPS
Joke.
classes. So
Sir.
if we do not, if we remove PE from our school, wouldn't that affect SPS?
Talking about SPS and a special program for sports, it is very common and particular to us because here in school, we're adapting the type of program. So my question is, do you think it will help them to choose their course in the senior high school? As a first batch of the K-12 curriculum. As for now, there is no strength and specialization for sports in our school, as for now. So don't tell me they will bake cake while they're running on the field. Don't tell me that they will cook food while catching the ball. Wow, that was so ridiculous, my dear. So I think that we must be optional and practical.
SPS. As for the name, special program for sports. The sports involve cooking.
No.
It is stated in the name that it is for sports. Therefore, their occupation must be, they want to be professional someday of their sport. They didn't go to SPS for cooking.
So, for our argument, we have to listen to our judges.
Okay. Am I part of the video? Huh? Okay, so that was well done, very good. Let us first give everybody a round of applause. Okay, first thing, I appreciate the group. Both sides, speakers are very good in speaking the language, English. Very good. Well, of course, because both of you comes from the first section. Right, and very selected, no? Selected. Well, anyway, I apologize for interrupting the debate while it was going on after the constructive speeches, because we thought that after the constructive speeches, interpolation follows, and then the rebuttal will go lastly in the procedure. Well, first comment is that when I listened to the proposition of the moderator,
Hawin na kayo.
the
Dirian na sa
proposition
red.
If I'm not
Iton,
mistaken,
Saren.
physical education should not be
Iton.
included
Dili,
in
ah.
school. Correct ba? The
Dili, ah.
proposition